welcome on back to Baseless Claims, our casual conversational comedy podcast. My name is Tay, the Chill.
My name's Tori Sleepy Boy Thompson.
My name is Tyler Death or Dishonor Mathieson.
See, we all bring very different airs to the show every week, and I'm so glad that this show has the variety that it does.
Yeah, it's a variety show of sorts. They should put us on CBS every single morning.
Yeah.
That's the morning show America wants.
Yeah, makes syndication money.
Do you ever think we could realistically get a spot in NPR? Like, is there any shot in hell?
NPR. That's lame. I want like one of the. I want basically Jimmy Fallon's Tonight Show, but in the morning, so I can just get really aggressive in the morning.
So Good Morning America.
Yeah, I want.
So
Good Morning America.
instead of late shows, you want real early shows. You want like the 3 a.m. people got to wake up extra early instead of staying up late.
No, the prime time spot, like whatever time Good Morning America starts at, that's what I want.
So
like they had
the
Michael
6 to 8.
Strahan.
Yeah.
Not funny, not good enough. I'm gonna start off every show
huge tooth gap.
huge. I'm gonna start off every show with a prank. Like the cameras are gonna like zoom in on the spot, and like the title cards are gonna come up, and I'm just not gonna be there. And then I'm gonna pop up behind the couch like, "Good morning, haha, gotcha." Wake up.
Hit him with that wacky random humor.
At 6 o'clock in the morning. That's
when they're not ready for it, and
Yeah, it's
hopefully they
definitely
like
gonna do
spill
well.
their coffee on themselves.
Yeah, like,
Oh,
Jesus,
fuck.
yeah.
Sorry, Kelly and Michael. There's a new gang in town.
Well, yeah, you're gonna get a bunch of calls to sue you for spilling hot coffee on their laps from your funny haha goofs.
Have a better grip. I don't know what to tell you. Be stronger.
That's a very ironclad legal defense.
Just start every show with like an opening statement that's like, "Can't sue us." I don't know what they would say. I don't know the legal jargon of it all, but "can't sue us," and then like a
Good
winky
morning, America. Remember, anything that happens during this 1 hour of programming, you legally cannot hold me responsible for. All right, let's get into the show.
By the way, Janice, one of our viewers, your social security number is
On the screen right now, everyone take a look at Janice's social security number on screen. That's right.
you can't sue us.
All right, guys. On to the next bit. You just load a gun and shoot your producer in the leg. It's just a flesh wound. It just grazed him. He's fine.
It's a prank. We all know I start every morning with a prank because that's how you make the mornings better. We all know we hate being up right now. I just want to make it fun for everyone.
And the fun thing for the live audience, this building was built with a lot of asbestos, and then you just start dancing like Ellen.
And everyone in the crowd's like, "Oh my God, that's so good! Yes, yay!"
One person's like coughing and falls over.
Everyone in the audience, don't move your legs because under all of your seats right now, there are live boa constrictors.
Yeah! Woo!
Oh, don't move too much.
Yeah, you see someone trying to run away, and it's like wrapping up around their body.
That free coffee we gave you this morning was filled with laxative.
Except for one lucky, let's pull out, let's check the card here. It is seat number 37. You have now microdosed LSD. Hope you don't have work after this.
Yeah, like it's not a scot-free one. It's not. We gave everyone but one laxative. It's you gave one person something way fucking worse. You have arsenic.
Yeah, I was going to make an arsenic joke too.
And I have the antidote. Come on, come up and dance with me, and I'll maybe give it to you.
We've locked all the doors and set the seats on fire.
Come on, dance.
You're like, "I have the antidote here around my neck, and if you want it, you rip your shirt off. You gotta come fist fight me for it."
And everyone in the crowd's like, "Woo! Yeah!"
But the ratings would be so good because everyone would be like, this is the best way to start my morning. I
A
love it.
healthy
Absolutely.
dose of morning chaos is absolutely gonna wake you up.
Yeah, no, I know we were doing a bit saying like, no, this is garbage TV. No one would ever fund this. But I legitimately think that this is a great idea.
Just sipping their coffee around the water cooler. Hey, did you catch Good Morning America this morning? Oh, that
Yeah.
was so great.
They dropped 50 audience members on an island, and the last one that survived was able to shake the host's hand. It was pretty epic.
Yeah.
I can't believe how many people they tased.
I can't believe we watched Tori for 10 consecutive minutes wrestle a pig naked. That was weird.
It was. But I'll be tutored in tomorrow.
And
I
it was
gotta
even
come back.
it was even weirder that it wasn't like a pig. It was a cop. Like they just referred to him as pig the whole time.
They made him dress up like a little piggy boy.
And it wasn't like just, no pants on wrestling. They were all greased up and oiled up with like baby oil in a kiddie pool. It was very, very strange.
I don't think Tori's gay. I think he got the boner just because of like the slick oil and like all the skin touching skin. Like I don't think it's a gay thing. I think it's just like a compulsive reaction to
Yeah,
that. Like,
even the straightest man in the world would get a boner in that situation.
See, and look at that. We're being inclusive right away. We're adding to the narrative.
Hold on.
And we're making these philosophical discussions happen at work. And that's what Good Morning America should be.
Wait, what part of inclusivity are you talking about? The inclusion of cops on TV?
No. Yes.
There's not enough cop representation on television.
We all know blue lives are absolutely oppressed. Hey, whenever I do that kind of voice, I hope everyone knows that's a bit. That's a
no,
goof.
we're joking. If you stumbled upon us because of the alt-right pipeline, you made a weird turn in the pipe there, my guy.
You got caught. You ever see the movie Flushed Away with all the rats living in the sewers and they get flushed down the pipes?
We're the rats.
Yeah. You
Wait,
took
what?
a weird turn.
Wait, excuse me?
What?
And now you ended up in Flushed Away universe with us.
whoa,
You're no
whoa.
longer in the pipeline.
Oh, Tori, have you never...
Did anyone consider how fucking insane of a plot that is? Like, hey, we're gonna take this live animal and flush it right down the old shitter, aren't we?
I mean,
Because I don't like it.
no, did you see Flushed Away?
No.
Hugh Jackman put himself in the sewer.
What are you talking
he loves
about?
it there.
No, that's not what happened.
Yeah,
Or are we doing a bit?
No, he put
Are-
himself in the sewer, and then he's saving all the sewer rats from down in the Flushed Away space.
Okay, hey Tyler, real quick, aside. So
Yeah.
I need to make sure. Are we gaslighting Tori right now? Because I'll play along if we are. But if we're not, I'd like to clarify
Basically-
your misunderstanding.
okay.
Tay wants everyone to know that she does, in fact, know the true and honest to goodness plot
It's
of the movie Flushed
the
Away.
only fucking movie we have ever referenced on
Hey,
this show.
You asked if we're doing a bit on a comedy podcast. That's buck wild.
Hey, guess what? The bit is the bit.
Tori, think of it this way.
Yeah.
Flushed Away is just Get Out for white people. With the sewers are the sunken place.
It's Interstellar, but for rats.
It's our Get Out.
Finally.
We've been
Thank
waiting
goodness
so
the
long.
Hollywood pipeline, they've just been anti-white for so long. That's also, hey guys, also a joke. Because now I'm scared that we are part of the alt-right pipeline.
Well, if we are, like, I think we do a reasonable job at kind of diverting the flow. You know, like people will be trucking along the pipeline and then get to our little bend, and our bend is the one that's defective and has like a leak in it.
It's not even connected to anything. It just shoots you out into like a ball pit.
We're the waste that gets dropped off in the river.
And if you are a part of the alt-right pipeline and you ended up here, you just got it's an even better goof. They got goofed on. They just listened to a trans woman speak for like a minute right there. You fucking
Yeah,
idiots.
Stupid dumbass. Let's go.
You fucking idiots. If
Get-
you laughed at one of her jokes, sorry, you're Antifa now.
No, that's a pretty high bar. Let's be real.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to be the one to say it.
Yeah. Well, here. I'll say a classic joke, and hopefully it'll make at least one alt-right nerd laugh. How do you make a Kleenex dance? You pull a boogie into it.
Oh. Okay. Well, someone had to have laughed. I'm sure there's one person.
I did not find that funny, and it fits my stereotype of all trans women.
So
And women, for that matter.
here's what I would add to Good Morning America is like a fun would you rather segment to the Good Morning
Okay.
America lineup, just so then everyone, like, when they get to the office, then they have something to talk about in, like, their morning check-in meetings and, like, talk about with their coworkers at the water cooler. So I got a would you rather for both of you right now.
Can I add to this
Okay.
really quick before you ask that? I like the idea of making the would you rather on the show. Like, because a lot of would you rathers are just like, no, I just don't want to play. But if they're on a live TV show and we literally have a gun to their head, they have to pick one or the other. And that's great.
Yeah, the audience is forced to participate.
Yes.
And then at
Sure,
work,
threat of violence.
you're afraid. You're afraid that you'll get the invite. And the invite to join Good Morning America, sure, it's packaged like a wedding invite, but it's like, hey, RSVP or we'll send someone to pick you up.
I was going to say.
It's more like a jury summons.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's either a jury summon or it's a notice like, on this date, someone in a white van will be coming to pick you up, whether you agree to it or not.
It's just a cryptic like Dark Brotherhood ass ladder that's just like
Magazine
We're coming.
clip outs.
And it is spelled Cumming because it's
Ah.
funny. So here's our would you rather for this early morning Good Morning America shit we're doing. I saw a good one, and it was just, it tickled my fancy so well that I know you both will love this. Would you rather every time you get into your car, you have to fight a chicken, or you fight an orangutan once per year, but you get a sword?
While you're getting into your car.
While you're getting into your car, you have to fight a chicken
So, hold on. Is this
every single
no,
time.
you don't have to fight the orangutan in a chair or in your car.
Oh, so
No.
okay, so that's
Or
separate.
That's just a sword fight.
Or just once a year, you have to fight an orangutan, but you get a sword.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Does
go.
the orangutan get a sword?
That's a good point. Give monkey tool, monkey comes stronger.
Only you get the sword. The orangutan does have his big, strong arms, but he does not have a sword.
Well, at least it's
Okay.
not a gorilla or like a chimpanzee. Orangutan.
Yeah, Silverback takes off towards me. I'm out.
Yeah, no.
I'll fight a chicken every
we're just
goddamn
done.
time I get in my
See,
car.
the thing about the chicken in the car is the feeling of helplessness that I would have when like opening the door and like being in that halfway point of in and out of my car. If the chicken decides to attack then, I might just shit my pants and die.
It's every time, too. You
Yeah.
don't get out of it. It is for time immemorial, whatever the fuck that word is. For the rest of
Immemorium.
time, you fight a chicken every time you get into your car. And you have to kill it because it'll keep coming.
Imagine if you did die in the way you described, Tay, and then the detectives show up at the crime scene, and they're just like, yeah, it looks pretty cut and dry here. So she was trying to sit down in the car, and the chicken attacked. She died like a big idiot.
Or the
Like
chicken
that's just
or the
they're gonna-
chicken
that's gonna be embarrassing.
Yeah, or the chicken is gone and there's just like an egg left on my body. And they're like, classic egging.
Yeah, it's like it's the calling card.
Now, something I didn't consider until about half a second ago. If every day you have to kill this chicken, that's like a really low cost of entry to running your own like chicken processing plant. Because where does this chicken come from?
This is an angry chicken. Like, it's not going to have good meat. It's sour meat in that chicken.
Oh, it's gonna
angry.
have mad meat.
What? But
Yeah.
like, what the fuck
It's got, like,
do you
rabies.
mean? Oh, it's got rabies? Well, you didn't add
some
that.
kind
Got all the diseases.
Because now
Like
I'm
mad
leaning...
chicken disease.
Yeah, 'cause
like
now-
it's angry.
chicken
It was
disease.
bred for cockfighting.
Oh, okay. Because then I'm choosing the orangutan fight once a year every time. If there's a chance,
Yeah,
if there's
I'm
a
choosing-
chance to
of
have
course.
an unlimited food supply that refreshes every single day, I'm taking that hands down. But since this is a gross
No,
diseased
the
chicken,
fuck you're not, Tay. What are you gonna? Oh, you're gonna kill the chicken, are you? And then you're gonna pluck all the feathers and you're gonna carve off the meat and everything. The fuck you are. Would you even know where to start by doing that?
hey, dipshit, there's this thing called the internet. If I found myself in this situation, by like day 4, I'll realize, okay, this is happening every day of my life now.
Eventually, you're going to have to explain to someone where all these chicken corpses are coming from.
Right, and I'm not going to keep every single chicken. I'll keep like 10 at a time in a freezer.
So, but you're telling me that you would then rather fight an orangutan once per year. You would rather take the orangutan fight.
If the chicken is inedible, yes.
I will take
That's
the
what
orangutan
does it?
fight.
Yeah.
Not the fact that an orangutan can literally rip your fucking face off.
I have a sword.
He's got big monkey arms and can
He does
rip
have like
your
9-foot
face off.
arms.
He does, but like the sword itself is also a distance factor to the fight. You just gotta poke him.
It literally it sprints at you on all fours, and you're just like, yeah, all I got to do is just stick my arm out. I think the orangutan has at least the amount of intelligence to know, oh, I stay away from the sharp thing.
Okay, well then.
But you hadn't considered this. You set up a camera. You're a big content boy.
That's true.
Tell me people aren't going to... If people are going to watch Logan Paul get his face punched in, then people are going to watch a scrawny boy like myself fight an orangutan.
with a samurai sword.
And you have to do it. It's not just the one time. It's every single year.
Yeah, I'll look forward to it.
If we do choose the orangutan once per year, and we do lose, then it's not really a problem anymore, is it?
You die, but in the worst way possible because it does rip your fucking face off.
What if I engage in seppuku?
You can't kill yourself, sorry. That's like saying, like, I don't want... Fuck, marry, kill, none of them. Ew. No, you can't kill yourself, Tori.
I'll still try it.
Yeah. What is this? A blade that doesn't hurt its wielder? Okay.
Yeah, because the whole year, while Tay is fighting chickens, I was studying the blade. Honing my skills, getting better. More swift.
You think you could take on the orangutan?
You seem to not think I can, Tyler.
Well,
What
I'm
makes
just
you
saying-
think that I couldn't kill an orangutan with a sword, huh? You can size me up. You know looking at me that I know how to handle a blade.
I mean, the amount of strength in that bad boy. Like, I'm not saying the chicken isn't wildly inconvenient every single time.
Because if it's every time, is it also like, oh, okay, I'm getting in my car to go to the grocery store, and then I'm getting in my car to go home from the... Like, it's both
Every
times.
time.
Every time.
Every time.
Every time.
I'd become a lot more eco-friendly, I think.
Now,
And also, you can't do some bullshit of like, well, I'll just get an Uber. It's every time you get into a car, not
yeah.
just like
Also,
your car.
It extends to everyone, friends
It extends
and family.
to every car, which would suck because then you're like ordering an Uber, and then like before you open the door, you got to be like, okay, listen, man, a chicken is going to materialize like as soon as I open this door. It's been like 6 months. I've gotten pretty fast at killing it, so just wait here.
but you're gonna become a lifetime member of like those rental scooters and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to be liming around everywhere.
Yeah, you either got to work from home or you got to like lime scooter or take the train. But then maybe the
Well-
chicken catches onto your game, and then the second you enter the train, it's just waiting on the opposite side.
If we're being technical, it is a train car,
Fuck.
It's a trolley.
a trolley.
It's a trolley, mate.
You have to ask the conductor every time you get on, like to make sure, like this isn't called like a train car, is it? And they're like, no, this is we call these one carts. Oh, thank fuck. I don't want to have to explain it,
But
but
then-
if you said car, I can't get on.
But then we find out that the chicken paid him off to say that. The chicken's just in there already. See, another unforeseen, like, horrible thing about the chicken is that imagine the chicken shit in your car every time. You can't own a car anymore.
It's going to be a lot.
Like, it's not just an
Yeah.
inconvenience. It's an actual fucking liability.
And it's going to be one of those things where, like, throughout my life, I learned to adapt and I stopped going in anything that's a car or called a car or referred to in any way. And I just live my life, public transportation, walking, biking, the whole thing. And then I'm like 35 and I've got a little boy. And what does he want? He wants that special new bed. A special bed that's shaped like a race car. And little do I know, the curse is still upon me. That's going to be a rude awakening for my... He is going to have his eyes pecked out, and that's my bad, honestly.
Oh, here, honey, I mixed you a drink. Oh, Oh, it's delicious. What is it called? Oh, it's a sidecar. God damn it!
No.
I have to say I would take the chicken because
No, you wouldn't.
the stress of like knowing that day is coming up, like if it was like New Year's Eve or like New Year's Day every single year that I had to like go fucking mano with an orangutan, I wouldn't be able to live my normal life. Like people would be like, "Oh, do you want to like go out and do something?" "Sorry, I can't. I'm training." "Why are you always training?" "Well, I have to fight an orangutan every year, and all I get is a sword."
I have a strange eldritch curse put upon me from a podcast where I have to fight this fucking orangutan every year.
The thing that I think you're wrong about is like, yes, you would have to train a lot and get very, very good with a sword, but it's not like fucking medieval soldiers where they just spend all day, every day training to have a mano-a-mano fight once per year. Like they would just get good with a sword and then live their life. Do a little bit of training like every couple days and
Yeah, but I don't want to be caught off guard is the problem. I don't want to let my fucking guard down because the second I start getting lazy with it, that's the year that the orangutan rips my fucking face off.
What kind of setting are you fighting this orangutan in? Is it a curated fight like in a ring, or is it just like on
in the fucking jungle, you don't know where it's coming from?
Yeah, or just like
That's what I thought, like, too, was like, okay, do I get the drop on the orangutan? Like, can I fight it on my terms? Or like, but it turns out it is small arena. Like, you don't have a lot of space to move around.
Okay,
it's a
so
small arena.
So it's a curated event on a specific day of the year in an arena. So you're always prepared. Why would you not be prepared for that moment?
I mean, because you just even trip over your shoelace and your arm is getting torn from its socket.
Okay, but like
Tyler sounds like he's insanely horny for orangutans. God, they could really rip me apart with his big, long arms.
that's how you
And
took
it's-
that?
Because he keeps saying it. He just keeps going on and on. It's not like, okay, that's what your choice. He's like, no, but it's going to fucking tear you limb from limb, guys.
See,
you don't get how big and strong this boy
Tori,
is.
you might be projecting here because I didn't pick up on that at all.
I didn't even slightly hint
Yeah,
at
no,
that.
I think
Tori
Tyler
really
was just
wants to
kind of
get-
hammer the point home, and you took it the horny direction, which is fucking bizarre for this show because that's usually my job.
Yes, I want to fuck orangutans.
There it is.
So that's why
Moving on.
Tori
There it
is choosing the orangutan.
Yep. Okay.
That would explain it.
I,
If it's like magical, though, does that mean like because the
I'm
chicken?
going to use a sword on it.
If the chicken like magically appears every time you open a car, does that mean the orangutan is magical? And like even after you kill it every year, he learns your moves. Like he goes in the next year and he knows where he slipped up last year.
every year it's like ticking up the AI difficulty by 0.1%.
Like you tried to like cut his legs last year and it worked. This year you go for a big sweep and he like jumps over it and stares at you like
Like everything slows down too.
So an idea that just popped in my head about the magical essence of this, if it's every time you open a car, is there a reasonable thought process here to open the car door and before the chicken gets out, close the car door, open the car door, and repeat ad nauseum until you have a car full of chickens?
oh, and then maybe they fight each other.
Or you can just leave a cool car full of really, really angry chickens out in the summer and they die from the heat exhaustion.
That's a good senior prank right there.
Or it's a nightmare for you because the witch that casts that curse on you does make you then fight all of those chickens at once.
You know-
Like you just raised the stakes against yourself.
You don't have to though. With that many chickens in a car, just park it under, or like make sure it's parked in the sunlight on a really hot summer day, like this current summer. and they're just
They're
all.
magic chickens, though. Does the heat affect them if they just
The
materialize?
fuck do you mean? If they're magic chickens and the heat doesn't kill them, how am I
These
going to
fucking
kill them?
rules keep changing and
I'm
changing.
just saying, like, I think the witch that would, like, put the curse on it, because, you know, like, genies, witches, they're, like, tricky. I don't think you could just open the door, shut it, leave it in the heat. I think that witch would be like, nah. You don't get to come out that easy. You got to kill that chicken with your bare hands. Come on.
How would she?
I don't like Tyler's fucking bullshit rules. And he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, so
It's
you want to fight the orangutan, but guess what? It also learns your fucking moves and grows.
Yeah, every time we find a loophole or a potential hole in your fucking explanations, you're like, no, but it's this way instead. Just completely
No, I'm saying
negating our
if they're-
discussion.
Also, by the way, the
I'm
orangutan
not saying
could rip
that's
you
how
in
it
from
works.
limbs.
I'm saying the witch, if this is a curse situation, like we said, I feel like a witch would be like, no. You can't trick me that easy, bud.
Hey, Tori.
I know this game. I'm like 8,000 years old. You think I haven't cast this curse before?
Hey, Tori, I think I would.
No, fuck your would you rather, Tyler. You never get to do this again.
Hey,
you changed the rules.
I think I'd cut the head off of the orangutan, and then it would just be done for the year. No, my name's Tyler, and actually, when you cut the head off, it grows two heads where it came from. So it's
force field.
It's an orangutan hydra.
and then it could double rip your face off. I want to make love to orangutans. I'm Tyler.
You are the only one who thinks that.
I'm Tyler, and I love making love to orangutans. They're gentle creatures. That extends to the bedroom.
Actually, the chickens are heat proof. You have to kill them with your bare hands.
Yeah, they're actually magical chickens, so you can't actually kill them through regular means.
Which curse do you?
And their meat isn't good.
Their meat isn't.
Well, that
Because
was
they
just
have
because
they have angry meat.
that was just because the idea of choosing the chickens because you just are starting a chicken business, like that's
Yeah,
the
that was
dumbest
buck
shit
wild,
ever.
to be fair.
Hey, but you didn't fucking think about it, and because you thought it was stupid, because you didn't think about it, you were just like, nah, I gotta change the rules now to make me look better.
It's not to make me look better. It's to be like, we got to get Tay off of the train of thought talking about how she would start a chicken farm because that's where this is going. Like, we're going to be like, okay, yeah, you get a sword. And then she'll be like, no, I think, did you guys know that chicken farms actually produce like a lot of whatever per year? Cool.
A lot of harmful work environments. Did you know that?
And it's, hold on, the fact has got to be completely wrong, though. Like, did you know chickens can lay up to 20 eggs per day? Like, that's got to be wrong. I don't think that's right. She's like, no, seriously,
But
it's right.
it's like something you would hear from like that uncle that would always tell you shit. So it's like sort of plausible that you have heard that before, even though it's completely wrong.
Because someone just told your uncle, and he's like, I'm going to tell everyone I've ever met.
Or my uncle was just like, I'm gonna fuck with the kids here and give them a bunch of incorrect knowledge.
Hey,
I
kids,
think that's what parents do, though.
Yeah.
come over here. Did you know astronauts just fling their poop into space? Did you know that's how they do that?
I technically do. I was technically correct on that one.
And that's why we didn't
Do you
let
think-
you talk about the chicken farm.
Is that why... Do parents just say stuff like that because kids always come up to them at that age? They're just like, why? How?
Yeah, literally.
Why? Like, they just ask questions. So they're just like, how many eggs? 20.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly. You got it. Like,
Sure.
you just picked up what being a parent is all about.
And then because they said it, they think that that's like they almost like confuse themselves and convince themselves that that is then the correct answer.
Yeah, because, like, imagine it, right? Some snot-nosed 4-year-old comes up to you asking the same questions every single day. You're not just going to fucking Google it for them. You're just going to tell them whatever comes off the dome piece that sounds like in the ballpark. They're not going to fucking know.
Because you want them to shut
exactly.
up.
They can't Google.
They'll forget 2 seconds later, yeah.
I have spent so much of like the past couple weeks on like Facebook Marketplace and then like going to people's houses and getting shit. And so many of those times have been like, I'm like trying to pick up furniture with this person and their kids are like, hey, dad, what does this do? What does this do? Hey, dad, look at what I made. And what I've learned in this past 2 weeks is that parents, most of the time, hate their children.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Because
Yeah.
every time they're like lifting something up Dad, look at Mom, look at what I did. Look at this thing. I took a picture of this rock, and they're like, "Yep, that's great.
That's great, buddy.
Yep, can you move out of the way?" But look at this one. Okay, sure. Mm-hmm. Yep. This person in school. Go to your room. Just go.
Go play Xbox.
God, do I not want kids?
Not even close.
Ugh.
Not even a fucking little bit. But wouldn't it be cool to have another little you running around? No, I think that sounds fucking horrific. I know me.
And no one hates me more than I do. Ha. Owned.
Here's the thing, guys. I wasn't just going to give you the orangutan question and then just kind of like leave it at that. Like, it'd be in poor form of me. So, swing! Hello and welcome to Sword Watch, our dedicated deviant detail devoted to bringing awareness to the dangers of life without swords.
Your segues into these always are perfect, I do have to say. Thank you for your service.
Now, we all know it's a hot boy summer, okay?
It's been fucking toasty.
It's a toasty summer out there. The sun is making people go crazy, and that's how we end up with 3 men in hospital after arranged fight with sword and axe on beach.
Arranged fight.
Okay, so this was a premeditated
Yep.
battle. I like that.
This feels like a hot boy, like the sun has baked our brains and we got into a fight about who would win in a fight, an axeman or a swordman, so let's just figure it out ourselves kind of situation.
The fuck, you think axes are better? You think
Bro,
Cody, fucking bring me my claymore. Cody, fuck, no, it's over by the cooler.
No. Tyrell, get me my fucking battle axe guy. You know the one.
I don't know what's better, like a really modern explanation of it, like them doing that, like, go get my fucking katana. Yeah. It's over in my fucking car. Yeah. It's a Honda Pilot. Just like lift the back. Yeah, lift it back. There's a back
No,
cushion.
I already
in there.
unlocked it.
I don't if that's funnier or the sun baked their brains so much that they're like going out and they're just fucking insane. They think they're like early like 15th century Londoners and they're like, doth thee want the sword fighteth on thine beach righteth here?
Prithee, the temperature outside has cooked my insides.
Yo, Jake, what the fuck are you saying right now?
On guard.
On guard! Now, 3 men were hurt in a fight involving an axe and a samurai sword on Formby Beach near Liverpool on Sunday. So these are some British boys.
Some British boys.
That makes sense.
Police rushed to the scene of the incident at around 7:10 p.m. on Sunday evening after receiving calls that 3 men had been stabbed.
After receiving a call that, and I quote, you guys gotta see this shit.
So the third person who was the ref in this situation also got a little bit of the stab.
That's why they didn't have referees in sword
Yeah.
fights before. Because, like, you're fucking swinging around. You're not going to see a referee. Like, imagine just a modern boxing ref in the middle of a sword
Yeah.
fight, no armor or anything. He's getting the neck
Mm-hmm.
clipped.
That's why in those like old
Yeah.
medieval movies that you watch the knights like do combat, the king is always up on a pedestal like 10 feet in the air, 40 feet away. He wants to be as far away from that shit as possible.
A witness told the Liverpool Echo that the men had met on the beach for an arranged fight. The lad who was losing the fight pulled out an axe and hit the other lad with it. Then the other one pulled out a samurai sword and used that too.
Wait, whoa. So this was a fist fight until it escalated.
It was a fist fight until one of them
Until
had
it
an
wasn't.
axe, and then one of them was like, "Oh, you think you're the only one?" and then took out a sword.
Gotta stay strapped. The thing that I'm learning the most from this is that British newspapers refer to people as lads.
Yeah.
Which I think is maybe the most special and precious thing I've ever heard.
The end of this quote is just fucking brilliant because the person is quoted as just saying, "It was bad."
That's the most
Somebody
British
describe the event to me. It was bad, mate. It's fucking bad.
fucking bad.
Maybe they misheard because no one would just say it was bad. They would say like it was brutal, it was terrifying, it was like no one would just say bad. I'm thinking they misheard the person and they were like, or it was fucking rad, yeah?
Or they just omitted the ass.
It was badass. This bloke got hit, and then he pulled and he got hit with an axe, and then the other bloke was like on guard. He pulled out a fucking sword. It was crazy, mate.
Is that kosher to say?
fucking
Is that
deluxe,
kosher to
mate.
say on guard when he was using a samurai sword, or does it have to be in Japanese?
I don't know. I don't know if it's cultural appropriation if he's using a samurai sword. I don't fuck. It was badass, mate. It was fucking. It was mint. Yeah.
The lad with the axe didn't look Norse either, and I'm pretty sure that was a northern battle axe. Lots of cultures going on here, mate.
The injured man was taken to a hospital by air ambulance, and police closed the beach. So this was going down on a fucking beach, which is what we forgot. Like the most dramatic set, like a literal Ghost of fucking Tsushima fight.
Yep.
Like there's
Oh,
like waves
Was
going
this-
behind them.
Was this at like sundown or sun up?
It had to have been at sunset because it took place at around 8 p.m.
Oh, yep.
Oh fuck, that is so good.
Although, isn't it always like cloudy and gross in England?
Well, Tori and I have been.
Yeah.
So we can
Yeah, that's true,
definitively
yeah.
say yes.
So it was probably like an overcast sunset or some shit.
Oh, no. They probably, if people were on the beach, they probably picked a killer day.
Well, that's
Yeah, no, God spread the clouds apart, and he's like, gotta see this shit.
Yeah, rays of sunshine are where God's eyes are watching, and you know he was watching that shit. So they had a full, just like golden hour beam of sunshine on them. God was watching intently. That's where his focus was. Like
Yeah,
places
he was
were
watching 4K OLED.
Those leaving were asked to give their details to the officer, but no additional information was ascertained. Everyone on that fucking beach said, "I'm not a snitch." That was dope as hell.
mate. I don't know what you want from me, Kappa. That was a badass fight. I'm not gonna tell you a fucking thing.
Yeah, man, how about you fucking do one, huh?
Like the last bit of the article is just saying like, "Oh, we believe that this was because of like a prior incident. We're trying to keep an open mind. We don't have any motives." But that's really where the article should have ended, is that everyone on the fucking beach was talked to by the police, and they all said, "Nah, you had to be there."
You had to be there. Fuck.
Like, can you tell us more about the men that pulled out the weapons? Don't think I want to.
I didn't see it.
I'd like to see a show again. Maybe they'll be back
no,
next
don't-
week.
I haven't seen a fucking thing.
I don't think I will, mate.
Maybe it was just like a really intense LARP.
Okay.
Like it just went
That's
way too far.
Yeah, LARPing often goes too far.
I'd say every time you do LARP, it goes too far.
I'd say about every time. Yeah, the minute you think, hey, I should dress up and go reenact this,
That's too far.
Although
don't.
I'm gonna
That's
I'm
too
gonna be
far.
real with you too. The LARPing part of it, like the role play part, I could take it or leave it. The hitting people with foam swords shit, that fucking rules.
Oh, this was real
Hitting-
swords.
I
though.
know, but I'm
hitting
just
people with real swords, even better.
yes, I'm just saying for us dissing LARP, which is completely
Okay.
valid.
Okay, I just thought of something.
God.
And tying in the swords and the would you rather. So you got the chicken situation, right? We'll keep that one. Or do you have to fight off like an entire merry band of LARPers once per year?
Oh, LARPers once per year for sure. Do I still get a sword for that one?
You still get a sword.
They get foam swords,
But-
you get a
Yep.
real sword.
No, they also have whatever LARP gear they have, like these boys on the beach. Like, yeah, sure, they're nerdy and they're probably like furries, but you gonna take them on once a year?
I think I'd still take the chickens.
I think I'd still take the LARPers. Like, I doubt it's if it's just 5 random LARPers. The odds of one of them having like a real sword and at that a real sharpened sword, like me, yeah, maybe they give me a good bruise.
No,
But
no. Wait,
If I can
hold up.
Slice them in twain.
We're cross contaminating the hypothetical here. Tyler, do these LARPers have real instruments or not?
It's whatever.
Yeah,
I don't
whatever they
know.
have, he said.
Standard LARPer gear.
Well, there's
That's foam.
different.
I'm gonna cut cut them down in battle. Fuck
Okay,
yeah, let's
but
go.
There's different levels of LARP. There's the ones that like go out to the battlefields in England and have actual shit, and then there's the ones that like
I'm
college.
going to literally throw up, Tay, if you
We're
go
trying
this
to
in-depth
figure
on
out this
LARPing
fucking
here.
hypothetical.
Jesus fucking Christ.
We're trying to figure out this
Now-
fucking hypothetical.
I got something though that'll make Tori instantly go with the chickens though, is that if Tori's out there fighting LARPers once a year, people are gonna think he's also a LARPer.
I didn't think that one through very well, did I?
Yeah. If you're out there with them, they're gonna be like, "Oh, they're just doing a role play right now," and you're gonna be like, "No, I swear, a witch cast a curse on me," and they're like, "Oh, whoa, you're really in depth with this LARPing."
Oh no.
Tori's gonna get one.
Which one of you's the witch?
Tori's gonna get one stab into this kid and put him down in the dirt. And like 3 days later, the neighbor's gonna be like, "Oh man, they're still LARPing out there. Kid's really committing to the bit, laying out in the field like that."
If I do choose the LARPers still, and I do cut them all down, let's say you said 5, right? Let's say I cut it in half and it dies. Do the cops get to arrest me?
They can fucking try. You have a sword.
I mean, no, but only if you tell the cops we're just LARPing, and then every year you have to get written about in the newspaper that you were out there and there was a LARPing accident and your face front page every time.
Okay. So we're doing that. We're doing the rule change again, where it's like, no. But actually, though, when you do complete your task really well, what happens is you get written up like a nerd in the newspaper every year. So that's also part of it. Sorry to add that in
for this
30 minutes
hypothetical,
later.
the cops can't arrest you. The cops
And then an orangutan can rip your fucking face off.
Am I wrong to imagine that they're going to think that you're a LARPer, Tori? If you're out there once a year, like, oh, Tori's getting ready for his big LARPing event once every year.
and they're magical LARPers. It's the same 5 LARPers every year.
Yeah, and they learn your moveset, and they can actually adapt and get better at fighting.
Look, I offered that as a plausible, and now you're both sitting here. Look, you're both LARPers, all right? Actually, Tay took the chickens, so
Yeah.
I'd rather make fun of Tori.
Well,
for being
Tyler
a
makes
fucking
love
LARPer.
to apes, so
Apes
hashtag
together, strong.
Yeah, let's get that trending on Twitter.
oh, gross.
Me and ape together, horny.
Return to monkey, plap cheeks.
Look, you're telling me you see a beautiful looking orangutan out there? It's got a little mascara on. You're not going to clap those damn cheeks, Tori?
I'm uncomfortable.
That's exactly what I'm telling you. Yeah,
I'm very uncomfortable.
yeah. I'll risk someone seeing me cut a LARPer in half with a sword, but I will not for a second go and fuck that ape.
Suit yourself.
Unless it asked, I guess.
Suit yourself. I think being a LARPer is way nerdier.
Then fucking a literal ape.
You're like, I said what I said, not ashamed of it.
If it came down to that, I don't want to be a LARPer, okay?
Okay, but if
the
you,
embarrassment.
If you would fuck an orangutan, doesn't that make you like some weird, like minuscule percentage of a furry?
What if they write Tyler up and the way they word it is primate LARPing has sex with orangutan?
Oh, no! I did this to get away from that!
And then once you're done copulating, the orangutan throws you a sword and it's time to battle.
No, when you're done copulating, the orangutan lights up a cigarette.
And then
I've-
rips your face off.
I've essentially LARPed once with Tori for a film shoot. I had to wear like medieval garb-esque shit
we did.
for a film shoot. The embarrassment that I felt when people were just walking by with their dogs, and
Yeah,
I
we were just in a park.
I would just have to be like, no, it's just like there's a camera, it's for filming something, but it's not like a montage of best LARPing moments. It's like it's comedy, okay? It's for a comedic
It's like super
bit.
funny. Like, yeah.
you
It's
You don't
super
get
funny.
it.
Just check out our YouTube channel. It's really
Yeah,
funny.
you don't get it right now because it's like an editing joke, so it's gonna look really lame when we're filming it. But trust me, in post, it's gonna look way cooler.
Tyler, are you sure that costume's period correct?
The embarrassment that I felt getting out of my car in medieval garb
with a chicken
has stuck with me to this day, to where it's like I'd take anything over LARPing. Like, I just can't bring myself to emotionally do that again.
Hey, there's one thing worse than LARPing, and that's the sort of municipal collegiate groups, I guess. It's not really like an official team, but they play the silly Hogwarts game.
Are you talking Ultimate Frisbee? 'Cause that is pretty embarrassing. I agree. I wouldn't be caught dead playing Ultimate Frisbee. That'd be embarrassing as shit.
Of Ultimate Frisbee.
Everyone would just be like, okay, so you're not good at real sports, so you signed up for this one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'd rather be caught LARPing than playing Ultimate.
No, I'd rather be caught playing Ultimate than LARPing.
Yeah,
At
you know
least-
what? I hate to admit it. Actually, I do like Ultimate. It is fun to play the game.
Yeah, you just throw the disc around with the boys.
And you get beer after. Whereas, like, with LARPing,
Or
all you
during.
get is, like, shame and, like, 40 minutes of trying to disassemble your armor.
And mead instead of beer, like weirdos.
Just some weird fermented milk that they had in a jug. It tastes terrible, but it'll fuck you up. Here you go, son.
That's why I'm always worried about going to a Ren Fest. Like, I think I've gone, like, twice before. And it's like every time I'm worried someone's going to be like, oh, hello, traveler. And I'm like, dude, let's not. Like, I'm here. I'm here in fucking gym shorts right now. I'm not trying to participate in your dumb games. I'm here for the food and the drinks.
Yeah, I want to drink beer and shoot arrows.
You speak weird. Are you a foreigner? And what of your clothing? Dude, come on.
I don't. Yeah,
Just
and
sell me the turkey leg and I'll get the fuck out of here. Just please.
I don't want to participate in your fucking nerd game, all right? Yeah, I showed up to this festival, but only because you guys got, like, wicked drinks, all right? I'm not here to fucking live a fantasy.
Tyler, do you remember the last time me and you went to the Ren Fest together and we were just sitting there on a bench and that fucking couple came up, talked to us for like 10 minutes, and then they shoved something into a pipe and he said, all right, hun, you ready to ride the dragon?
Oh, Tori, you're forgetting. It was, you want to ride the white dragon?
Oh.
Yeah, whatever that means, they went on a fucking journey after we left.
And I declined the white dragon because
Well, no shit.
what is white dragon? Like, if he would have said green dragon, I would have been like, sure, I'll take some of that bud. But when you say white dragon, it's like, are you smoking crack?
Are you smoking
Is that
It was like
Opium?
something black. They put something black in it, and I have no idea. I thought about and they had a long ass, like, old wizard's pipe, too. Like, I should have
Oh.
grabbed it and just been like, intercepted. And,
Oh, that might have been
taken a little puff, but
that might have been opium.
yeah, I think it was. Almost positive.
I think it was too.
Holy shit, that's badass.
Is it?
It's also a real bold move.
In a very terrifying way, yes.
They were just sitting next to a fucking kettle corn stand, like, all right, this is the best place to do it.
Yes, kettle corn and opium.
It was like the public sitting area too. Like, they didn't even like have enough decency to like go behind the porta potty to smoke their heroin. They just did the damn thing right next to like kids and strollers.
Ugh, gross.
But they were probably the coolest people at the Ren Fest then, because at least they're doing something wicked. They're not like dressed up like, no, this is fully period accurate pantaloons.
Is it cool or is it lame if people go in Star Trek attire?
What are you doing when you do that? This is a Renaissance festival, not an invitation. It's not a con. You don't get to just dress up as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
True, but like the whole point of Star Trek was like, oh yeah, they go all over space and time and there might be a planet like this. Oh.
It's such a nerdy thing. It's so fucking nerdy.
I did
Don't treat a Ren Fest like a con.
Yeah, I
Just
did
don't.
see a really good retaliation thing to do. If you're like cosplaying at a Ren Fair as Renaissance, and then you see like Star Trek people, is to take them aside and be like, what the fuck are you doing? The whole point of being in the Federation is not to disturb the natural order or whatever, and then you flash your own badge at them.
No, because that's just a
That's
fucking
even nerdier.
jerk-off nerd
That's
fest.
so
Yeah.
must nerdier. That's the worst of
That's
all
like
of
taking out a wand and being like, expel a dupus. Oh, I just cast a spell at you. No.
I've cursed you, and now you have to fight an orangutan every year.
It is not a fucking general con. Orangablangus.
Chicken
it. Guess what? It learns your moves.
Vehiculous chickenus.
It's magical. It's got a force field. You have to kill it with your hands. The heat doesn't affect it. Look, I'm not even sticking up for Ren Fest. It's like I was bullying Ren Fest, and then I took a break to bully someone else, and then Ren Fest is like, oh, so you're cool with us? No, I'll get back to you later. But, like, it's not a general con. It's not a place for you to show off how good that furry tail you made is, all right? You want to know what they would do with furries at a Renaissance festival? They'd fucking cook it over a spit roast. They'd be like, oh, finally, some fucking food.
Finally, something good to fucking eat here.
I don't know. Lads, I think it looks kind of hot. I'm not going to lie to you.
All right, you get tossed in the fire too.
No, that's only fair.
Yeah, that's about fair. It's a weird thought I had.
I kind of want to shag it, eh?
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have verbalized that one, mate.
Oh, my bad. I'll just jump on the fire.
Probably for the best. Yeah.
All right. See you later, mates.
I'm dreading when Renaissance comes up because I know people who want to go to it, and I'm just dreading, like, oh, motherfucker. Like,
Hey, Tyler.
I got to be as modern as possible so no one's like, oh, would you like to look at my wares?
Hey, Tyler. You don't have to accept invitations to go places, right? You can just be like, nah, I'm okay.
I haven't learned that spell yet. I'm not too good at that. Excuse a dupus. That means I gave you a really good excuse and you accepted it.
Tyler, did you just say generic excuse out loud?
Hey, you want to go to the Ren Fest? Generic excuse, sorry.
What the fuck did you just say?
You know, I got a generic excuse coming up.
Hey, Tyler, do you want to go to the Ren Fest this weekend? Nah, my dad died. What? It's coming up. Okay.
He's in bad health. We got to keep an eye out. Mm-hmm. Really bad shape.
And then next week, after the Ren Fest, I'll be like, oh, Tyler, we're going out for drinks. You want to come with us? Nah, my dad died. Wait, hold on. My other dad. I have a Mormon dad situation. There's like 80 dads. I'm not going to run out of them anytime soon.
Tay, are you making fun of Tyler's parents for being divorced and the fact that he has a stepdad?
Oh my God! No.
Wow, Tay.
I would have said
Tay.
stepdad.
Look,
I would
a
have
stepdad isn't
stepdad.
a medieval fantasy, Tay. It's a reality for a lot of people, all right?
God. What is this
I'm not-
fucking virtue?
You know what? Maybe
shit
I'll
that we
show
do
up
at
to
the
Ren
end of every
Fest
fucking show?
cosplaying as a child who didn't have to go through a divorce.
Yeah, because that's ancient history at this point.
You wouldn't know.
Some scars don't disappear, Tay.
Yeah, that was the joke, dipshit.
Shut the fuck up, furry.
Well, now I'm just sad because of Tay's mean words.
God damn it. You know what else should be history? This podcast. So thank you so much for listening and or, participating by leaving a like, favorite, comment, and or review. Really helps the show out, gets us into curated lists, and helps us beat that algorithm. Baby, please, please, please help us beat that algorithm. It sucks.
Please follow us on whatever podcatcher you listen to this on, and check out the Shapeless Media YouTube channel. And also, if you are ever at a Ren Fest and you see Tyler, do that shit to him.
Absolutely.
Why would you say
Get
that?
up in his face, bring him back into the period, make him really feel like he is a Renaissance.
Yep,
Tori,
and don't
take that
you,
back right
and
now.
don't
Take
you
that back.
fucking dare break character in front of this kid.
Tori, take that back right now.
No. Why would he?
Follow him around asking for some coins.
Would you like to shoot archery, sir? There's a
Shoot
prize.
myself.
The prize is
Good sir. But a moment, sir. But a moment.
the prize
Look,
is
I'm
one leg of mutton.
Look, I have to deal with nerds on the internet. I don't want to have to deal with nerds in real life too, okay?
Oh my God, if you ever see Tyler at a Renaissance Fest, please go pretend it's Skyrim and talk a lot of lore to him.
No!
Talk lore. Ask if he's the Dragonborn. Oh, yes, all of that shit. Please do. And then if Tyler successfully strays the conversation away from lore, talk
You
about
guys can
mods.
sign off yourselves. I'm out. No, I'm out. No, fuck this. No.
Bye.
Bye, Tyler.
Love you.
Okay, so the other thing would be if you want to financially support the show, there's only one way to do that, and that's by buying a nifty pod deck. These are a great deck. Well, I'm not going to say great. They're a deck of cards that do have different topics, questions, things you can cover on a podcast. If you choose to start one on your own, it'll help get you started, and you can get 10% off your first order if you go to poddecks.com and use code SWORDWATCH at checkout. Now, Tay,
They sure are a product.
are you ready for the pod deck last laugh?
Yeah. Oh, I think Tyler's back. Hey, bud.
All right, are you done? Are you done being horrible, horrible people?
Uh-huh.
You're back just in time for the pod deck last laugh. You ready?
I'm ready.
Would you ever go to a Renaissance Fest, and if you see Tyler there, please pretend you're in Skyrim and ask him deep lore questions?
Would I ever do that? No, I wouldn't wish that on my worst fucking enemy, okay? Because I'm sick of it. I don't give a fuck about the Dark Brotherhood. I don't give a fuck about Skyrim. Stop!
Actually, it's a magical Renaissance fair, and you can't leave.